Hey Cougars, today is Monday, April 27th. I'm Kaylin Olacio.
I'm Elena Wen. You're watching Cougar News Network.
The student ID policy is in full force now that every student on campus has been issued a school ID.
However, some students have mixed feelings about having to wear their IDs, especially since they only got their IDs halfway through the school year. Reporter Joseph Valles explains.
Students at Franklin High School have been hit with a new ID policy, where students are now required to wear their school-issued IDs at all times while on campus. We asked Assistant Principal Mr. Estrada why it is so important that students wear their IDs.
With a campus of 2,600 students, it's so easy to have random students, random people walk in. We need to know that whomever is in the hall belongs here on campus. We ask not only students wear their IDs, but we also ask teachers and all staff to wear an ID for their own safety.
We also asked why it took so long for students to receive these new IDs. Since the start of the school year, students were told they would get new IDs, but they were not handed out until the end of the first semester and not enforced until the start of the second semester.
Because the technology changed, we went from the old IDs to a new platform like the one you guys are wearing right now. And in order to do that, we had to get new printers, we had to get new cards, and it wasn't just us, it was the whole district. But as a matter of fact, with Ms. Bowser's guidance, we were one of the first schools to roll them out. And I think that we've done a pretty good job, and all students should have an ID by now.
Admin has been checking IDs when students enter the building and when they walk in the halls during passing period, making sure all students have their IDs on at all times. If students do not have an ID, they will pay $5 per ID and be charged to school cash online.
Well, anytime a student comes to us, if they don't have their ID, we do have them go to the book room and have them have a new one issued to them. Every time they have a new one issued, it's $5 added to their account. But if we have students who are habitually not wearing them, and we have had a few, and we will put them in ISS or assign some type of discipline. Before we put them in ISS, we do try to call the parents and have the parents work with us to get the students to comply.
Students can get an ID at the book room. We asked the book room clerk about the process and what goes into making an ID.
It's a little bit simple. All you got to do is give me your school ID number. I look it up in the database and go ahead and print it. If it's missing a picture, we go ahead and take the picture. If it has a picture from when you're in elementary school, we have to retake your picture.
Most students at Franklin are very upset by the new ID policy and do not like to wear their IDs. We asked some students what they thought about this new rule.
I find it to be very inconvenient sometimes, but I know it's for the better, but I just find it a hassle to remember it every day.
I don't enjoy wearing my ID because I don't like my picture, and I don't like it.
Most students feel that admin is being fair with checking for IDs. However, they feel they should not have to pay to get a new ID made.
The only thing I don't think is fair is like the price to get a new ID.
Students have also been less likely to wear their IDs due to the fact that they weren't enforced the previous semester. But these IDs hold significant importance and must be worn at all times while on campus for safety. This is Joseph from Cougars News Network reporting.
It's an exciting time for upperclassmen as they prepare for prom this weekend.
Many students are excited about what to look forward to this weekend. Prom is happening Saturday, May 2nd at 8 p.m. at Grace Gardens. The theme is Midnight Masquerade. Students are encouraged to wear their masks to fit the theme. There were several themes in consideration, but Midnight Masquerade got the most votes. Franklin's PTSA is in charge of putting on the prom with some help from the Student Prom Committee. It's expected to be a magical time for juniors and seniors.
Only juniors and seniors can go to prom, so I think it's very important since you only get 2 years to go. I'm most excited to get ready with my friends and just dress up and have fun.
Tickets are $65 right now. They go up the day of prom to $85. You can get your tickets online by scanning the QR code on your screen. The passcode is your student ID number. Student artists showcase their talents by creating colorful works of art on campus sidewalks.
It's part of the annual Chalk the Courtyard event. It's something that happens every year, hosted by Franklin art teachers. Art students were able to sign to participate in the event on April 1st. Many students designed their piece before chalking it on the sidewalk. We spoke with 2 participants who tell us what inspired their artwork.
It was actually a drawing I did back in freshman year. It was actually for an English assignment, so I just decided to put it onto chalk.
I'm drawing an Ella Langley single album cover of Choosing Texas. I really like country music, so that's pretty much it.
Student artists encourage others to sign up for the event next year. They say it's a good way to get outside and enjoy the day while brightening up the campus. Franklin's environmental club, the Eco Buddies, have been hard at work making our campus a more environmentally friendly place.
Reporter Risa Scandon shows us what the club does around the school to help keep it clean.
Franklin is going green thanks to a new club on campus, the Eco Buddies. This environmentally friendly club is in charge of keeping our campus clean with organized school cleanups. We spoke with co-president Nadia Menchaca to tell us more about Eco Buddies.
The purpose of Eco Buddies is to influence people to care more about the environment and bring more awareness about what's going on. I see that the campus is always dirty because we have outside lunch, and not a lot of schools actually in El Paso have outside lunch, so we're very lucky to have it, but we still throw away all our food all over the campus instead of properly disposing it. So I think having Eco Buddies is there to remind everyone to properly dispose of their trash.
Nadia is the president and founder of Eco Buddies. She created it because she wanted to expand environmental awareness throughout Franklin and EPISD.
Alright, and this is for our monthly pickup. We're going to do
The Eco Buddies have club meetings every other Thursday in Mr. Lechner's room, South 261. Mr. Lechner is the club advisor, and he shares why he took on this role.
Well, I'm a science educator, love earth science and the environmental science, and I wanted to help out kids trying to make a difference, trying to make our world a better place. It's working with the kids. It's a great group of kids. I like working with them and helping support them in achieving their vision.
Eco Buddies also have their weekly classroom recycling pickups. Every Tuesday, they stop by classrooms in both the main and magnet building after school to pick up recycling and dispose of them properly. But they do not just do Franklin cleanups, they also do cleanups off campus. We spoke to member Matias Sanchez to tell us more.
We have done many pickups at Don Haskins. We've done pickups here and campus as well. And our pickups at Don Haskins have been very successful to the point where we've had people give us feedback saying that Don Haskins, the park looks a lot cleaner now.
Thanks to our Eco Buddies, Franklin High School has remained a beautiful, clean campus. For more information on the club, visit @eco_buddies.fhs on Instagram or stop by Mr. Lechner's room, South 261. This is Risa Scandon reporting for Cougar News Network.
Style, savings, and sustainability are coming together thanks to the Franklin Student Council.
Students were able to score some great finds for free at the Stuco thrift shop. Stuco opened its student-run thrift shop to students on Wednesday, April 22nd. There were tables set up in the hallway near the Stuco room where students were able to come browse the items. There were shirts, pants, shoes, and a variety of clothing. It's a great way for students to create a more inclusive environment while promoting sustainability through reused items. The idea came from Stuco's Energy and Environment Committee.
So we came up with this idea because for State Stuco, the challenge project was anything to do with fashion. And so we thought about what our school could use, and we thought it would be really cool if students could come in and exchange clothes with each other.
This is the second time this school year that Student Council opens the thrift store to students.
So we decided to do it again because first we had some clothes left over from last time that we wanted to have people have the opportunity to come look at. And also with it being spring not too long ago, we wanted people to be able to come in and do spring cleaning of their closets. So as they're cleaning out their closet, instead of again throwing away their clothes, they can bring it to us so they go to good use.
All the leftover clothes will be given to the Lee Moore Children's Home. Stuco hopes to keep the thrift store going for years to come with the next Energy and Environment Committee that's elected. As students approach the end of the school year, many are feeling overwhelmed with so much going on.
With testing, preparing for finals, and personal lives, students' lives can be a lot to handle.
Reporter Isis Zacarias explains what students are most stressed about and the resources available on campus to help manage those emotions.
Teens often rank school as a top source of stress. At our school, students say grades, GPA, and test scores create constant pressure.
I think at school, it's always very important to make sure that your grades are up. So I think that's what stresses me out the most. But if anything, the only reason I'll be stressing about my grades is because I'll be involved in Stuco and we might have a project the day a test is due, so I don't get the chance to study. So all those factors combined might be my biggest stressors.
Many students say pressure from grades, schoolwork, and even friendships can feel overwhelming.
Because it feels like there's definitely an expectation to be really good at stuff, impress your peers almost.
Although you may be feeling overwhelmed at times, there's help. We have a group of supportive school counselors here at Franklin. They want students to know they can always come in for support, whether it's about grades, friends, or personal concerns.
If you come in and you need the support, we have a whole entire counseling team. There's 8 of us on campus that can support. We have a social worker. We work alongside Emergence Health Network. And then also we partner with your parents to kind of find out what the best resources that we can come together.
Through that partnership with Emergence Health Network, students can make appointments for counseling to help navigate through stress of being a teenager. For more information on how to sign up for an appointment, visit your counselor. Some teachers also say social pressures and friendships can add to that stress. Ms. Rodriguez shares some advice for students who might be feeling overwhelmed.
I think the best advice I could give to students that are overwhelmed is to find somebody that they trust and actually talk to them, whether it be a trusted adult, somebody at home, a teacher, their own personal counselor, or even just a close friend that is willing to listen and just kind of let them vent.
This is Isis Zacarias reporting.
That's all for this week, Cougars. I'm Kaylene Olacio.
I'm Alana Wetton.
Thanks for watching Cougar News Network.